You're now listening to The Festival of Football, presented by Billy Harvey and Henry Barrett.
We'll move on to previewing the weekend games. So if you run through the list, and we'll give our score predictions and see who gets the most scores right.
Yeah, so let's start with so what are we now? Wednesday. Tonight we've got Chelsea Arsenal. Who's going to win that game? Probably Chelsea, probably 2-1. But yeah, we'll start with the Friday game. So we'll go Newcastle, Man City. For me, that's a Man City win, 2-0, easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dead game, isn't it? It's nothing to play for now. Newcastle's safe. Man City's won the league. Man City probably will start messing with the team now because obviously he's got Champions League to think about. Part of me is thinking maybe it'd be like a 2-2 because I can just see Newcastle scoring. But I'll go 2-1 City because I definitely think Newcastle will score.
Yeah, for sure. And then we've got Burnley, Leeds. For me, Leeds, that's a 3-1 win. Leeds are a solid team. They
let themselves down though. They let themselves down against these little teams like Burnley.
They do.
I'm going to go for Burnley 1-0 win.
Okay. And then we've got Southampton, Fulham. Southampton 1-0. Fulham are down. Southampton have nothing to play for.
I think Southampton are just a riot. You've got Danny Ings back now. So I say 3-0 Saints.
Cool. Then you got Brighton, West Ham.
Brighton, West Ham. Well, it's a big game for West Ham. Big game. We need to win all 3 games to have any chance of getting top 4. But as I said earlier on, we can get top 5 and that will get us Champions League. I looked into it the other day. They were saying that if someone from England wins the Champions League, then there's up to 5 places that can be in Europe, in Champions League.
Nice.
Apparently, 7 teams from England can be in Europe altogether. So I'm still a bit confused though, because like when I'm looking at it, I think if West Ham finish 5th, Man City win the league, that means the Champions League place goes to them. Mm-hmm. Then then that mean 7th doesn't get the conference thing anymore, and then 6th get it?
No, I think
because if 5th gets Champions League, then 6th will get Europa League, and then 7th will get the conference. Yeah, that makes 7 teams. No, so that's it. Yeah, so 5th will get it. 5th will definitely get it. So, I mean, we've got a chance of finishing 5th. I think it all depends on Liverpool's game tomorrow night against Man United. Mm-hmm. If Man United win it, then I can see us getting it because I can see us getting at least 7 points from the next 3 games. And yeah, I think we're is it a point or 2 points above Liverpool. So I think Liverpool would have to win all their games. So it's going to be a tight finish, mate. Cool. I don't think Tottenham are in it anymore. I mean, if Tottenham finish above West Ham, then West Ham have completely blown it. So going into the Brighton game, Brighton is our bogey team. The worst bogey team that we have. We have not beaten them since they've come up in the Prem. The best we've done is get a point against them, and I think we're going to get a point again. So I think we're going to go for a 1-1. We're lacking in midfield. They keep showing all these things about Declan Rice, like he's doing all these different things. He's on the grass. He's running around. He's doing this and all that. But then he's never being picked. He's not even on the bench. So it just makes me feel like he's not going to be fit, and like it's all about the Euros. So yeah, I don't know. If Rice is in the team, we've got a chance of winning. But if not, I'll go for a point. So I'll go 1-1.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think for me, I'm going to go for a Brighton win. I think they'll beat you 1-0. I just think, like you said, you've not really beat them. They're a good team. They play good football at home. They're playing under no pressure. They're safe. And yeah, I just think from what I saw from the last game of West Ham, you didn't look great. So I'm gonna go for Brighton win.
The last time you predicted a B team to beat West Ham 1-0 was Burnley, and you beat them 3-1. So I'll take it, mate. I'll take it.
Yeah.
What's next?
So we got Palace against Villa. For me, that's just one of those games, 12 o'clock on a Sunday that no one's going to be watching. So I'm going to go 1-1. There's nothing on that game. Both teams are safe. Both teams got nothing to play for. Bang average teams. So yeah.
I think Grealish might be back. So if he's back, then Villa will win. I want to go 2-0 Villa, just for the fans.
Cool. Yeah, and then we got Spurs Wolves. For me, I'm so pessimistic as a Spurs fan, as you know. So I'm going to go for a Wolves 1-0 win, and it's going to be Wolves win. I'm going for a Wolves win, and I don't think we've got the like I've said many times, the manager in charge to he's never come up against a tactician like Nuno before. They've got some really good players, Wolves. They know what they're doing as a team. They're well organised. They're difficult to beat. They're a tough team. And I just can't see, I think Tottenham players have packed their bags in and the season's done for them. They think, if we finish fifth or sixth, it doesn't matter.
I know what you mean. I personally I'm at that point now where I don't know what Tottenham's going to turn up. I don't know what Wolves is going to turn up because Wolves have been indifferent this year. Tottenham at home.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see Harry Kane scoring. It's going to be a tough game either way. I mean, Wolves on their day, I think, can beat anyone in the league. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. But I would side more towards a Tottenham win, but I'll go 1-1.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then we've got West Brom, Liverpool 4-0. I mean, West Brom are down.
Mate, see, I was thinking about this, and this is what I was telling you in the other podcast. As soon as a team's relegated, the pressure's off. West Brom's at home. Liverpool have been struggling away from home all season, and at home, to be fair. They went to Villa and they lost 7-2. Right? West Brom have got a good. As much as they've been rubbish, they've got a good. On their day, they've got a good little strike combination. You've got Pereira. You've got Ding. I can't say his name. Diang. What's his name? The striker.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Is it Diagne or something? His name is.
Yeah, Diang or everything.
Diang or something.
Yeah, he on his day can score a few goals, and I think against Liverpool's defence, he's going to be something that Liverpool can't handle. Because they've not got, as you know, you've not got Van Dijk, they've got Matip, they've not got Gomez, they've got the young lads at the back, and you put them under pressure, it teeters, and if Mo Salah and Mane and all that, they have them off days again, like they've been having all season. I don't know. I can see West Brom getting something out of the game. I'll safe bet go Liverpool 2-0, but mate, if I had some money, I'd put a West Brom win just because I've got a weird feeling. I can see West Brom doing something, which would be great, but maybe that's my heart wanting it because of West Ham over me head. But yeah, it is what it is.
Okay, sure. No, that makes sense. I get that. I can see where you're coming from. And then you've got Everton and Sheffield United. For me, it's an Everton win. It's a 2-0 Everton win. Sheffield United, nothing to play for. Probably one of the worst teams I've ever seen in Premier League history. I mean, them and Derby are, I know they got more points than the Derby team did years ago, but it was that. Yeah, I mean, it was that case for Sheffield United, wasn't it? Second season syndrome, and they did so well in the first season, and then it lures you into that false sense of security as a manager that you think that these players can do it again next season. And they wasn't good enough. They didn't make the right signings, and then they are where they are. And this is what happened.
Yeah, but mate, they got a big injury to key players. They lost O'Connor. It was big for them last year. They lost Egan at times this season. They lost the Norwegian kid. What's his name? Berg.
Sander Berger.
Yeah, they lost him, and everyone raves about him. Like they want him. Man City have talked about wanting him. So, you lose all these players, any team's going to struggle. That's why West Ham's been struggling recently because they've lost all the key players at the wrong time. So, it happens, but you just have to be stronger. But they didn't have it.
Uh-huh.
And when the owner's falling out with the manager, that sort of shit's going to happen. It's obviously going to be an Everton win. Everton's at home, right?
Yep.
Well, Everton's been part of home, mate. Yeah, anyone else, I'd be saying, but Sheffield United are rubbish this year, so no, I'll say Everton will win that. I just hope that Everton don't win tomorrow night against Villa because that's a big game.
Yeah, they'll be.
They're going on the same points as West Ham, Everton, if they win tomorrow.
they put themselves right back in it if they can get the results going. So, I mean, the race is hotting up for European football, isn't it? And I think there's going to be someone big missing out. And to be honest with you, it's probably going to be Tottenham.
Yeah, but you said someone big. That's not big.
No, it is that thing. It's we've made the wrong choices at the wrong times. Transfers have been wrong. Managerial choices have been wrong. Caretaker's been completely wrong. It is what it is.
You've been listening to the Festival of Football podcast, presented by Henry Berrett and Billy Harvey. We'll see you on the next one.